Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys, and on today's video I'm going to give you the part 2 of the top 5, and this time it's going to be top 5 vintage Star Wars items. So number 5 we have the C-3PO baggie. I got this back in May and I paid £21 for it, which I don't think is too bad. Now I don't usually collect the baggies, simply because they are really hard to display. This one I display in an old grading case that I cracked open. And the reason I got this is because I'm collecting the vintage figures, all 96. I don't really care about condition, as you can always upgrade as you go along. But to find a Empire Strikes Back removable limbs 3PO in this good a condition, it's obviously going to be a good condition. It's in the baggie. I'm never going to open the baggie. It's like opening a card to me. But it is going down as part of my loose collection, even though it's not officially loose. But again, to get a 3PO for that price, £21, with the carry net, and I thought it was a total bargain. On to number 4, it is the Darth Vader Star Destroyer playset. I got this in October, and it cost £46. Now, as well as trying to complete the vintage figures, I'm also trying to get hold of the playsets. And after missing out on a number of Star Destroyer playsets, I did find one quite complete in my budget, and I'm very pleased with it. I do always say buy complete if you can, but I never listen to my own advice. But the one thing I do love is a fixer-upper, and I don't like to go the short route. I'm very patient, and I love looking out for the pieces that I need to complete my items. For me, it's an achievement once they are complete. So the things that are missing from the Star Destroyer are the legs, which you don't really need, but also missing is a little black button on top which switches on the light, and that is something I'll probably never find loose. So I'll probably have to buy another unit, if not a whole another playset. But then again, sometimes it is a lot cheaper just to buy the whole thing multiple times instead of buying the item you want. And for me, it's the thrill of the chase. At number 3, we have the Palpatine Weequay carded figure. Now, over the past couple of years, I have bought and sold a lot of Palpatine carded figures, including a Boba Fett and a Uno Brow Snowtrooper. And yes, I regret selling them, but I am concentrating on the loose figure run. But this figure is still sat on my shelf. I've got it in a GW case, and I don't know why I haven't sold it. Maybe I keep it just to say I've got a Palpatine carded figure, but maybe it's because I got it for £30. Again, back in May. The card is lovely. The figure is great. It's just got a cracked bubble at the bottom, so the figure can actually slide out. No, I think the fact that I've still got it is because I wouldn't get that much for it, and I would rather keep it than get £30 back for it. It wouldn't buy me any of the last 17 I actually need, and it probably wouldn't even buy a weapon. So it's going to sit there in my collection, unless I do a giveaway. In at number 2 was one of my holy grails, the Empire Strikes Back Palpatine Mail-Away Survival Kit. And this is another item I got in May. I think I went through a bit of a shopping frenzy back then, and it was £50. It may have been slightly overpriced, but this is something I've really been after for a while. I know a few years back I did get the baggie that came with the AT-AT, thinking it was the Mail-Away Survival Kit. But I do remember getting this as a kid. Cutting out those nameplates, yes, I know. I'm patiently waiting for it to come through the post, ripping it open, putting that backpack on Luke, putting Yoda into it, putting the grappling hook belt on your X-Wing pilot Luke. Unfortunately, I didn't have an AT-AT, but I did have a Scout Walker. And getting those extra weapons was always good. Although I didn't lose many of my weapons because I always kept them in a matchbox. So I've got this displayed in a GW case, and even though it is a Palpatine one, which you didn't get the catalogue with, it did come with the mailer box, and I have added the instruction sheet and the aforementioned catalogue to go in the acrylic case, and it displays really well. And yes, I am looking for a Kenner survival kit. So, at number 1, it is the Palpatine Death Star. Of course it is, I had to bid into it. So I got this back in April. It was listed at £250, but I actually got it for £100. I put a cheeky bid in, and it got accepted. There was a fair bit of damage to it, a lot of sellotape, as you nearly always get. But it came with all the plastic clips it needs to stand, And I have upgraded certain parts of it and got the chute and the seat. The only thing I'm still looking for, yes, we know, the canopy. I could just go on eBay and buy one. There are a lot, to be honest with you, but the ones that are there are over £100. So as I said with the Darth Vader's Star Destroyer playset, I'm a patient man. I'll wait. It's not going anywhere. I don't really need the canopy. I'd rather concentrate on upgrading the parts that I need. One of the upper floors I could do with changing, and the corridor definitely needs changing. The base isn't the best, but as it's a Canada Sears exclusive version of the playset, I am not going to change that base. And this is my number one of the year, simply because I never ever thought I'd get a Palpatine Death Star, and I wouldn't encourage anybody to get hold of one of these. If I can find a Palpatine Death Star for £100, I can find anything, and so can you. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of my top 5 lists. Part 3 is coming very soon. It is a top 10, so it's cheating a little bit. I did try and keep it down to 5, but it's the things that I want going into 2021. So I hope you'll join me for that. Please check out my top 5 figures of 2020, if you haven't already. But if you've got nothing to watch, check through my playlists. I've got 800 videos on there now, so there has to be something you like on there. And I'm not going to stop putting content out. You can be assured of that. See you all next time. May the toys be with you.